Alright, so here's my modification done to the Ebikes 20 amp controller. We've got the 10 gauge silicone wire from Great Hobbies, and boy, that's really big heavy duty stuff. I love that stuff. My soldering job inside here isn't the greatest, but it did work. There we go, there's a little bit better view. You notice I put a little heat shrink tubing around the positive lead just to prevent any arcing if possible, because I didn't really want to use the liquid electrical tape in there. So you can see it's fairly nice and flush. Obviously it's going to, once the case is on, the batteries will go around both sides of the cap there. Should be okay. I don't think the cap gets that hot. I reattached the power lead for the switch to one of the other different pins because it was in underneath where the power wire is right now, so I just moved it over because there was plenty of room on the bottom side. And there's my shunt modification with a 14 gauge silicone wire, again from Great Hobbies. 14 gauge was probably a little bit big to use. I probably should have used something smaller like 18 or 22 just to increase the shunt a little bit. But because I do have the cycle analyst on my bike and I plan on limiting the amps with the cycle analyst, we'll see how well that works. I may actually have to take that off and put a smaller wire in there at some point. I don't know. But for now, we'll see if hopefully this will give us a bit more amperage. I really don't care about the speed. I don't need to get any faster. I just want to be able to get from 0 to 50 in about 2 seconds. So hopefully the 10 gauge wire will, obviously it'll certainly improve the performance a bit because now the controller can draw as many amps as it wants. And we'll see how many amps goes through that little shunt modification. Probably we'll take it up to a maximum of 40. I don't think with this controller, with its present configuration for cooling, without adding to the cooling capacity of the unit by adding either a larger heatsink on the outside or something similar, I don't think I'd go much past 40 amps with this thing because it would probably overheat and fry it, just because it is a little bit on the small side. So, but that should be interesting to see what happens with this.